So fantastic. So we continue to celebrate some extraordinary women who have paved the way, and our first guest has certainly done just that.
Indeed. She's a world champion powerlifter, widely regarded as one of the strongest women in sports history. Yeah, you heard that right. Over the course of her career, she has shattered more than 25 all-time world records across multiple weight classes, redefining what is possible pound for pound in powerlifting.
I'm sorry, I can't take my eyes off of holy smokes, but let's just bring her in. Please welcome Dr. Stefi Cohen. Hello.
Hey. Hi. What record were you setting in that clip right there?
That was actually an unofficial world record, but it was 495 pounds at 118 pounds body weight.
Holy
of a back squat?
cow.
A back squat, yeah.
And what is that moment like when you get the lift and you get it done and everybody just burst into...
Honestly, that lift in particular was really emotional for me because I was dealing with a really bad back injury for a while. And that was actually like a 60-pound PR for me.
Wow.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
let's start from the beginning because we jumped right into it because we couldn't take our eyes off of you. For folks who don't know, what exactly is powerlifting? Some folks may not realize it's a competitive sport. How did you come to it?
Yeah, so powerlifting is a strength sport and it involves 3 different lifts. There's a squat, a bench, and a deadlift. And during competition, you have 3 attempts on each. And then your score is the total of the amount that you lifted.
A squat, a bench, and a deadlift. Oh, okay.
So you get 3 attempts, 1 minute per attempt, and then your score is the most that you lifted in each.
How did you find this?
Yeah.
Or did it find you?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both, I would say. You know, I've been lifting for 16 years. When I started, there was no woman in the weight room at all. So it wasn't common at all to see girls lifting or muscular or anything like that. I come from a soccer background, played soccer in school in Venezuela back home, and kind of fell into it through CrossFit. And next thing you know, I'm breaking world records and lifting heavy.
And just like that, she's breaking world records.
Yeah, I guess so.
Breaking world records.
One thing led to the other, and here we are.
You know, a lot of what you have done is not just like changed the notion of women in powerlifting, but also reshaped the narrative around what it means. You've proven that power and femininity can coexist. I look at you, I mean, except for seeing the arms because you're sleeveless, I look at you and I say, oh, what a lovely young lady. Right. And then powerlift. You could probably bench both of us. Did you always feel that you had to maybe prove yourself a little more, that the standard for you was going to be a little higher because you were a woman in there lifting?
Absolutely. Especially at the beginning, I used to receive a lot of comments like, she's strong for a girl. And that used to bother me so much. And I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder that I had to prove that, no, I'm just strong. I'm actually stronger than most guys. And it got to a point where I was just strong.
You were just strong, period, full stop.
Yeah,
not strong for a girl, not strong for a human, you were just strong. You were just strong.
Exactly. And I felt like I had a responsibility to represent women in a way.
Yeah.
And you do it with grace and with strength, which is, I think, what we've been talking about, celebrating Women's History Month, is celebrating women in sports. As you see the landscape change, how does that affect you as an athlete and help grow the sport that you represent?
I mean, so many opportunities for sponsorships, for events, for marketing yourself, starting your own business. There's a lot more acceptance of women in sports and in every single way, physically and in business and in every way. So it's just kind of expanded the opportunities for all female athletes in general.
You're not only obviously a world record-setting powerlifter, you're also a doctor of physical therapy, a DPT, which is, I know from friends who've done it, an enormous amount of training, an enormous amount of school. How did those two worlds come together for you?
Well, I've always kind of known that I wanted to do something related to sports and to athletes. So I did exercise science when I was in undergrad and then did physical therapy because that was the logical next step.
You could help yourself.
Yeah,
you could help heal yourself.
And I live by this mantra of the world belongs, or I think it's something like the future belongs to those who acquire skills and combine them in creative ways. So I feel like my entire life has just been kind of accumulating specific skills with no real end goal or clear intention of how they were going to mesh together. But I think I ended up at a place where I kind of incorporated everything beautifully into my life and made it kind of both my passion and my profession at the same time.
And it probably doesn't even feel like work.
It really doesn't. I truly am blessed.
You seem like somebody who loves to learn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a student of life.
I love it. For folks who are watching at home who are still a little leery to go into the weight room, specifically women, what message do you have for them?
You know, I think that it's common, especially for women, to feel intimidated because it's a space that doesn't feel like it's theirs. We've been kind of conditioned to associate weights with muscle and muscle with men. So it doesn't feel like it's a place for you, or, you know, that you own it.
Yeah.
But just by starting and showing up day by day just a little, and understanding and accepting and realizing that nobody's paying attention to what you're doing.
Truly.
Really, like, nobody
Truly.
cares. Everybody is in their own little world. It's just so crazy.
It's very true. I go to the gym and I'm like, nobody cares what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what you're doing. Like, we're here together. Let's throw some heavy stuff up and then put it back down.
That's by the way, that's a good life lesson. I have no tattoos. You have a lot of grade. You have a lot of grade 8. But if I was going to have a tattoo, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Would be it. To get out of your head.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Will you hang around? Will you stick around with us? Maybe later in the show, you can put us through our paces. Marisol skipped the gym this morning, so she needs a little bit of. We can make a power lift out of it.
Let's do it.
All right. All right.
Thank you so much. Follow Stefi on her Instagram account at Stefi with an I, Cohen. I
Indeed.
love